Don't settle for fakes. My duel-taining is the real deal.
Hey everyone, it's mekklord. There's a lot of new stuff to talk about today, which is really cool because I'm not busy at all. First of all, there is the new Selection Box Volume 5 Mini, which I haven't seen what's inside except for these 3 cards, but all 3 of these are bangers. But let's take a closer look. Okay, so we have Photon Sanctuary. This is a card that Galaxy players have been asking for a while, but they never actually read it because you can't XC summon using tokens. But you can summon the Galaxy Soulflare Dragon with this, I reckon. So I guess that's already pretty decent, if I do say so myself. And there's nothing much else to it. We have Lost Wind, which is one of the best trap cards of all time. It's basically a, I was gonna say Fiendish Chain. It's basically a breakthrough skill that can reset itself and also holds the attack of a monster that it targets. So it's really good. You can use it as a battle trick. You can use it to prevent an effect from going off. The only difference with Breakthrough Skill is that it only works on special summon monsters, but still a really good card. Tour Guide is here. Now that it is limited 3, there's several decks that can actually maybe use Tour Guide to get their play started. That's pretty dope. What decks would you play? I would play Tour Guide in Infernoids. I would play Tour Guide as Noids. Holy shit, our Noids back! Turn 1 Tour Guide, Dante, mill 3. It can't be that good. Or can it? It can't be that good. And nothing new in the UR category. In the SR category, we have Evil Swarm Exciter Knight. Historically one of the best Xyz monsters ever created. It's basically a Black Rose as a quick effect. The catch being that you have to control less cards and have less cards in your hand than your opponents, but this is really good for decks that spend all of their resources making a terrible turn 1 board, including Evil Swarm, ironically enough. This is kind of neat. This is a pretty dope Xyz monster. I don't know if it's too late to be really good, but this is definitely a boon for Xyz decks that were looking for a better turn 1 setup than, you know, a Beast Dweller or Steel Swarm's Roach. Speaking of Xyz decks, we finally have Infinite Track Brutal Dozer, which means that we pretty much have everything in the, I don't know what, it's not really Earth Machine because we're still missing a couple of, like, key cards, Machina support cards more specifically, but we do have every single Infinite Track monster in the game that I know of, unless they released one like yesterday or something. And no, this is a really good card. Basically tributes a level Earth Machine monster to special itself, rather, not just a level 5 any Earth Machine monster. And then it specials one from deck, so you can immediately go into a rank 5 with it, which is pretty good. It's a really good card. It's a really good card. And maybe makes Infinite Track actually really playable. It's a boon for for Gendora Orcust. Or is it? Do you still play Earth Machine in that deck? I don't think you do. Pendulum Treasure. Add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up. That's not bad. That is not bad for a couple of decks. I know that there was a lot of hype regarding this card in TCG when it was revealed, but I don't know if the hype will translate over here. I'm not sure. Kinda torn on this one. You know, as this card, I've never read this before. If you control no monster, only control Queen's Knight, King's Knight, and or Jack's Knight. This is... Oh boy. This is the Knight support card. Very exciting, very fun and interesting. I'm going to pass on this. I don't think this one is particularly good. Is there anything else that's new in this? Everyone can see that there's a couple of these new cards on that. Obviously, I haven't spent money on this yet. I'm not sure if I will because I have most copies of all of these other super rares, and I'd be pissed if I got only stuff that I already have and nothing else. I guess if you wanted to build infinite tracks and you didn't know where to start, like this is the best way to do it. If you're really hyped for the deck and you have a lot of gems to spend. Otherwise, do you even want to go into this as a Galaxy player? Because you don't have Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. As a Pent player, you do have the Xian, Magician, Noble Dragon, and not much else. I'm not even sure that's a good investment if you're starting a Pendulum Odd Eyes deck from scratch, although this is neat, I guess, but not really good right now. And other than that, Part of Duality, good in a couple of mediocre decks. Tour Guide is definitely a game changer. Tour Guide is definitely a game changer. Remember when we accidentally had the opportunity to buy exclusive deals several times and people got like their copy on their hands, sorry, on the copy of a second copy of Tour Guide, and Kermit was like, nah, you can't have this. That'd be too powerful. And then they moved Tour Guide to limited 3. And then they now they're releasing it. Mixed feelings on this business practice. But overall, decently good feelings on this. Lost Win limited 3 makes perfect sense. And yeah, might be worth the investment. Something, in my opinion, that is a lot less worthy of the investment is these Charmers EX structure decks. So it comes with a playset of each of the evolved familiars, which have all the shared effect of being able to special themselves if you control a spellcaster monster, which hilariously was used back in the day with Alistair, because you could make a rank 4, and then you could make invoked monsters, which was really fun, I suppose. But these don't do anything really interesting. Like, this one can sort of recycle itself. This one was mediocre. Then you have the base Earth Charmers, base Charmers rather, which are complete garbage at this point. And this, for some reason, and this, also for some reason. The new cards, however, might be worth taking a look at. So, Spirit Charmers, discard and then add. Add 2 cards, one to your hand, and set the other. I guess you could be getting a monster, setting a spell, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not really like. Do we have Charmers other than these? 4? I mean 6. I don't know. This card's kind of a bother, but you can't search it because it's not a possessed spell trap. So negate your opponent's first monster effect that resolve each turn where you control a spellcaster type monster with 1500 defense. Okay. During your main phase, you can reveal one spellcaster type monster if you do had one monster of the same attribute, but with 1500 attack, 200 defense. From you take to your hand, if you do that, shuffle or reveal. That's the worst field spell of all time. It's basically the skill drain, but once, and that's it. Possessed Partnership. Pound spellcaster, 1500 defense from your hand or graveyard attack position or face down defense position. Ooh. If you control 2 monsters, 2 or more different attributes, you can destroy 1 face-up card on the field. Ooh. Combine this card, target 1 possessed continuous spell trap, place it face up on the field. Do we get a possessed continuous? Unpossessed. Okay, that's the only one we're getting. Maybe we're getting one in the future mini box that's definitely coming. Copium. Charm monster can be destroyed by battle. Blah 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 blah. Familiar possessed. I guess we do have the familiar possessed. We also have like Win. I don't think we have any other of those. Wind the Speed Raid Searcher, as I like to call her. If a monster control is destroyed by battle or card effect, it can be a charmer monster. And I can special summon one spellcaster monster with 1500 defense when deck, whose attribute is different from at least one of the destroyed monster's original attributes on the field, in attack or face down defense. Do these have 1500 defense? Is that why they're there? No, they don't. Like, this is not good, right? I gotta check something. Okay, so Familiar Possessed Win is a card that is apparently... How do you get her? Because she's in the... I guess all of them are... Wait, what? I didn't see them at all. Was I just not paying attention? Okay. So they have terrible effects. No, these are just bad. These are just bad. I'm sorry. 1500 defense. Are there any relevant spellcasters with 1500 defense? I gotta check. Preferably level 4 lower. Gravekeeper's Recruiter and a couple of other Gravekeeper monsters, which might count for something. I don't think it does. Wisdom Eyes is 1500. Oh, Sage with Eyes of Blue. Everyone's favorite turn 1 option. Some of the Magister stuff does as well. What the? That doesn't count. Evil Swarm Kirikion is 1500. 50 attack too much. 50 defense too much. Okay, Magician, and then we're back with Under. So not a whole lot of stuff. I don't think the structure deck is playable at all, and I don't think it'd be a good investment for anyone or anything. They're missing like one of the very important continuous spell. It was also released in TCG. I forgot what it was called. Give me a sec. Awakening of the Possessed. Monsters you control gain 300 attack for each different attribute that you control. Charmer and Familiar Possessed monsters can be destroyed by card effects. If a monster with 1850 original attack is normal or special summoned to your field, draw a card. It's a really good card. I think it could have pushed this deck to sort of like relevance, but we're not getting it. So this is pee poo poo bad. Don't bother with this. As for this selection box, it's a bit more worth it, but I don't know if I'd go blind into it. I'm still considering it. I really want Mortal Guides, Bonnoids, and I really want Evil Swarm Exciton Knight for Evil Swarm, because Evil Swarm have a card that just makes this immune to back. Oh, it's not good. It's a generic 4. That's really good enough on its own. I don't know. I'll see if I fall to the temptation. Let me know if you will. Let me know how that goes for you. And in the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Take care, everyone. I'll see you guys and gals and on Banner Pals next time.